Morning, everybody. Good morning. Wow, we have a peppy and live group with us today. Good morning. Getting a little feedback up here. Thank you. All right. Well, hi, everyone. I'm Kathleen Frankert. I'm a licensed spiritual practitioner here at the Center for Spiritual Living Cultural Coast. So happy to have you here this morning, bright and sunny day in Sarasota. The chill is behind us, the warmth of the sun is with us, the wind is at our back, and all is good. Again, welcome. Welcome to you joining us online. We're here at the Sarasota Garden Club this morning, and I know that as you join us virtually, either right now in this present moment or sometime in the future, I hope you feel the warmth and connection that we share with you today. Somebody else wants to get in on the act this morning, that's fine. Thank you. Thank you for silencing your phones if you haven't done that already. That's cute. As I mentioned, we're at the Sarasota Garden Club today, but in 2 weeks, on March the 1st, we will be moving right down the street. If you walk out here to this street here and make a right, the very next building is the Bayfront Room, and that's where we will be starting March the 1st on Sunday. We've mentioned, sorry? Yes, there is good parking there. There's access for handicapped or other abled individuals. So please feel welcome there and to join us. And we will be continuing to vision for what we know to be our more permanent address. But in the meantime, the Bayfront Room will be a very welcoming and open space for you all to show up. So we look forward to seeing you there on March the 1st. Today is the opportunity for us to hear from one of our own licensed practitioners and past speaker and past musical inspirer, Elaine Silver, is joining us today. Reverend Teresa is taking a well-deserved day of rest and day to be off, so we send our love and appreciation to her, and we welcome Elaine to be, as I said, our musical inspiration and speaker. Many of us know Elaine and have known her for many years, but those who are new to her music and her message, get ready. You are going to be truly blessed this morning. Elaine has more than 40 years. I think she started when she was 2 or 3, but she has more than 40 years of musical expression and experience to share with us this morning. And since 2000, she carried that musical inspiration that kind of started with folk music and so forth into the area of metaphysical teaching. So she does a beautiful job of combining both of those things. And this morning she's going to be presenting her message on spiritual economics through music. And this is based on the book Spiritual Economics, written by Reverend Dr. Eric Butterworth. So much more to come on that. We look forward to hearing from you, Elaine, about that. So with that said, let's take a moment for the pause that refreshes. Let's take a moment to turn within, bringing our awareness into the space that we occupy right here, right now. The space of the breath. The space of opportunity for expansion. The space of recognition for that which is always expressing. We call it God, the infinite universe, nature, by any name. It is the life force creating everything, every moment, every individual, every species, every experience out of itself, out of its desire to expand and to know itself in a deeper, more expressive way. That is what it does. That is what it does through each of us. So I invite each one of us now to allow ourselves to invite that opportunity for expansion into our hearts. And notice if that brings up a little tug of resistance or even judgment that maybe something's wrong, maybe I need to do something better, bigger, whatever. No, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about expanding our awareness of that which is truly authentic, real, and divine about each one of us as a creation of this life. And so I know that this morning in this time together, there is this opportunity for expansion that is greeted with warmth and invitation. And that it is a blessing and a time of being blessed for each one. I give thanks for this music, this message, this time in community, knowing it is already accomplished under seal of grace for the greatest and highest good of all. I release this word now, knowing it is done, and so it is. Welcome, Elaine.
Isn't Kathleen wonderful? She is. She's awesome. Okay, so happy Valentine's Day weekend. Did everybody have a good time yesterday? I wanted to sing this song in honor of Valentine's Day. It's called There Is Only Love, and it's written by my friend Michael Gott. And the chorus goes, there is only love, love that heals, love that sets me free, there is only love. So let's try that a little bit. There is only love, there is only love, love that heals, love that heals, love that sets me free, there is only love. Again, there is only love, there is only love, love that heals, love that sets me free, there is only love. In this moment, in this place, I remember who I am, letting fear and worry fall away from me. I open my eyes and see there is only love, there is only love, love that heals, love that sets me free, there is only love. When I lose myself, when I feel I've lost my way, when I go inside and quiet my mind, I can hear Spirit gently say, there is only love, there is only love, love that heals, love that sets me free, there is only love. And this voice of love, it is singing through my life. It is what I am, it's a part of me. It is what I choose to be. There is only love. There is only love. sets me free. There is only love. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody.
That's
Oh,
right. Go
are you-
ahead. No, you go.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. My name is Reverend Diana Escobar, and I'm going to be doing your reading today. Am I very loud? I'm very loud. No. So I just wanted to tell you, I love our Science of Mind magazine. I read it every single morning. And I love Jennifer Picnic, who has a PhD in metaphysical humanistic science. She specializes in spiritual counseling. Her mission is to help those interested in healing find inspiration and welcome more peace in their lives. And you could find her on thinklovefeellove.com. I love reading her articles, and why I love it is because she asks questions, and I go deeper and deeper as I read her articles all the time, and she's just so special to me. So the name of the article is Divinity, a Deep, Pure Breath. Until all beings align to the highest form of consciousness, there will always be differences in opinions, beliefs, goals, and outcomes. How we live our beliefs and goals is what matters, but supersedes this is the truth of how every outcome has a starting point. It is in the starting point, the absolute root of conception, where all beliefs that aren't filtered through the highest lens of love will continue to result in harm to yourself, others, and humanity. Purification requires an awareness that sometimes can feel unattainable. If our mission is to work on ourselves and reveal a deeper truth, we can grow collectively in our divinity. Part of our awareness process is looking in the mirror with our curious mind and asking what our deepest values are. What do you truly believe in? As a human, is it my mission to judge others or actively work on learning more about myself? Am I willing to recognize that the acts of harms in others may also exist somewhere deep within me? Perhaps I'm blessed enough to have more resources and support than keep some tainted seeds from maturing in me. Harms result from sometimes loud, other times silent. Thoughts of impurity that we give space in our awareness. We move forward in our shared humanity when we offer a safe and genuine space to explore. It is not the ultimate mission in this thing called life for us to all to cultivate seeds in their purest forms? Is it not the ultimate mission in this thing called life for us to all to cultivate seeds in their purest forms? Purify your mind until it matches the true intention of your soul. Oof. Let me read that one again. Oof. Purify your mind until it matches the true intention of your soul. Oof. This might be the greatest challenge of humankind, yet I feel it is the most vital at any and every root of harm. The notion of separation will exist. Separation from our own wholeness, other people, and the one. This type of soul searching takes effort, time, honest reflection. Amen, right? Are we really part of the solution if any of what we think to allow or form in language has the slightest bit of harm beneath it? Can we truly be praying for world peace if our mission and attention are not yet filtered through the lens of love? Will we ever really be heard if anything we say still holds 1 ounce of harm? We can no longer afford to operate through these tainted lenses. Let's return to our home where we breathe in divinity. And so it is.
Be talking about spiritual economics, and we're going to have some music, and we're going to have some poetry. And so this program was inspired after taking spiritual economics, and Kathleen was our teacher. If you have a chance to take a class with Kathleen, she's really fabulous. And it was based on this book, Spiritual Economics, by Eric Butterworth. And I actually took this course more than 20 years ago up in the Clearwater Church of Religious Science, which isn't there anymore, but I remember I really liked the course. And then when I signed up for it, I went and I looked at my bookcase, and there it was. It was this book, the same exact book. But you know, there's a lot of different things in this book this time. The second time around, did you ever have that experience? So I opened the book, and there were, you know, some things were underlined, but now like almost every page has yellow. And I got so inspired that I started to write haiku. It took me forever to do my homework because I would have to stop and write down some haiku poetry. And so I think it's an example of when the student is ready, the teacher or the teachings appear. And I used to go to Lincoln Center and watch Eric Butterworth and listen to him. And my friend took me there, my friend Rebecca, who I met at the S training in March of 1976. And then when we graduated, and then a few weeks later, it was Easter. So I met her at Lincoln Center. She had her Easter bonnet on. It was really a beautiful day, and that was when I first heard Eric Butterworth on Easter, 1976. And then I used to go fairly regularly. A friend of mine would drive from New Jersey, and she would usher, so I got to go with her. And so there's a bunch of chapters in here, and I think there's 12. But I picked my favorite either chapter titles or principles or whatever these were, my favorite ones, and I'm going to share, I think, 6 of them today, and I call them ideas. So, idea number 1, God is everywhere present. Can we say that? God is everywhere present. And this is a major principle in New Thought philosophy. Not only is God everywhere present and in everything, it is everything. Everything in the seen and the unseen world is made of the same substance, essence, presence. It's all made of this. It just comes in different forms. So this is where the physical, us, we get to express not just for God, but as God, because if it's all there is, then we're made of that too. And so I like it because if you think about spirit, spirit doesn't have a body. You know, spirit is just somewhere or everywhere, and it gets to experience being human through us. So God or spirit or source or all there is or infinite wisdom, whatever you want to call that, gets to see and hear and touch and taste and be through us. It's really cool. So I have a few haiku poems here, I think. Yeah, there's 2. One life coursing through a divine appointment in human consciousness. The good I'm seeking is my God. God is my life, health, strength, and support. Now, does everybody know what a haiku poem is? Who doesn't know? Anybody not know? Okay, there is somebody. Okay, so it's from Japan, and it's 3 lines. The first line is 5 syllables, the second line is 7 syllables, and the third line is 5 syllables. So to take these ideas and make them have to fit, it causes the brain to do something different, like to make other pathways in the brain. And for me, it really caused me to more deeply embody the information. So I wanted to read a little bit from the book. And let's see. Okay. So this is from Eric Butterworth, quote, "Your personal welfare begins with your consciousness. It has its inception in the state of your mind. You can be prosperous when business is poor, and you can experience financial difficulties even when business is booming. By your thinking, you are either adding to your good or you are taking away from it. The law is inexorable. Failure or lack in your life is simply the result of continuously minusing yourself. Conversely, success and prosperity are the results of constantly plussing yourself. Your negative thoughts of fear and worry are depleting your good faster than inflation erodes the value of the dollar, and your positive, optimistic thoughts add to your good more dramatically than compound interest increases your bank savings." So then he talks about Jesus. And I used to sing this song back in the 70s. I sang it a lot, and I had no idea what I was singing about, but I'm going to explain it a little bit here. And it went like this. Them that's got shall get, them that's not shall lose. So the Bible says, and it still is news. Mama may have, Papa may have, but God bless the child that's got his own, that's got his own. And I love that song, but I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what I was talking about, because I'm not a big Bible person. But anyway, this is what Jesus said. For unto everyone that hath shall be given, and he shall have abundance, but from him that hath not shall be taken away even that which he hath. So to many persons, this seems to say that the rich get richer and the poor get poorer, which certainly would appear to be a great injustice. Actually, his statement puts into symbolic language the kind of orderly law upon which the whole universe is constructed. We are constantly attracting to us the conditions we make inevitable by the quality of our thoughts, right? That's what we teach here. We teach you how to think. And so that's what it is, Then that's God. If you have it in your awareness, more comes. If you don't have it, even what you have may find another place to live. So then I met Rebecca when I was 20, my friend from New York. And, I was a musician at the time. I was 21 or 22. And I remember talking about that, oh, well, I'm really poor right now. She goes, never say you're poor. Never say you're poor. She explained it to me. Poor is a state of awareness. And, you can be really, really, really rich and be poor. Be poor in spirit and just not be like the way we are here. Or you could have no money and be completely prosperous, abundant, joyful, grateful. So it starts here. And this is a quotation from Eric Butterworth, but somebody told me that Charles Fillmore said it first. It's a sin to be poor. So then I wrote a haiku, and it goes, I may have been broke, but I have never been poor. Conscious awareness. And so we're going to do a song right now called In the Universal Realm, and it has a little call and response. It's a little bit kirtanish. And come on, Frankie. called In the Universal Realm, and so, let's see. What we're going to do is, I'm going to sing the verse, and you'll repeat it, and then we'll do the first verse twice, just so that you get the form. And, all right. So I'll sing. In the universal realm where we live and have our being, the whole of spirit is present everywhere. In the universal realm where we live and have our being, the whole of spirit is present everywhere. In the universal realm where we live and have our being, the whole of spirit is present everywhere. In the universal realm where we live and have our being, the whole of spirit is present everywhere. Oh, oh, let's do the Om together. I may have been broke, but I've never been poor. I rely on spirit, it's my inner jewel. I may have been broke, but I've never been poor. I rely on spirit, it's my inner jewel. Oh, great. Oh. True prosperity for you and me. When we open up, we see that we are free. God works through eternity, not doing for me, but as me and you and me and you. Oh, oh. Oh. In the universal realm where we live and have our being, the whole of spirit is present everywhere. In the universal realm, the whole of spirit is present everywhere. Oh. I may have been broke, but I've never been poor. I rely on spirit, it's my inner jewel. I may have been broke, but I've never been poor. I rely on spirit, it's my inner jewel. Oh, oh. True prosperity for you and me. When we open up, we see that we are free. For God within is always there. Look inside and know it's right here. Oh. One more time. Oh, oh, oh. There we go. All right, so we're going to move on to idea number 2. Which is the principle of abundance. Can you say that? The principle of abundance. We live in an abundant and giving universe. Just look at how nature is constantly giving of itself. I love the idea of an oak tree. You know, I have a huge oak tree. It's been trimmed down, but that thing would give off maybe 1,000 acorns every year, and it's probably 80, 90 years. So can you imagine this oak tree every year giving all these acorns? And it came from an acorn this big, and it's like giant. And then each one of those acorns has the potential to be just as big as the mother oak tree. And it's just to think about that, how every year and each one, and it gives me sort of a sense of infinity and eternity and how things can just keep going and going. And how does that happen? How does a giant tree come from a little tiny acorn? I don't know. But that's the law of life. That's God just giving and giving and giving. So cool. And prosperity is a way of thinking and being. It's not something we get. And the word affluence literally means an abundant flow, like affluent, fluid, flowing. So here's a haiku. The economy is just a barometer of our consciousness. And then this is a direct quote from Eric Butterworth. This is my favorite one. The kingdom that is within you, which is your very own inlet, may become an outlet to all there is in God. Claim your inheritance of abundance. You are entitled to the support of God, substance and everything to which you give your mind and hands. I love this one. Let go of the belief in the grace of poverty and the subconscious sense of guilt in having things. You got permission? Along with the feelings of unworthiness, attitudes that have such a detrimental influence upon human consciousness and awareness. Claim your inheritance. I love that we're entitled to it. You know, we're allowed to have a sense of entitlement in our spiritual inheritance. So here's 3 haiku poems. I'm rich in spirit by reason of spiritual inheritance. Yes. The wheel of fortune is the ever-present God. It's an inside job. Living a charmed life, knowing I deserve it all, spirit then responds. And so does James. Thank you, James, for responding. Yay, James. I tell him, I say, you're my protector and provider. Thank you, James. Happy Valentine's Day again. All right, so we're going to move on to idea number 3. Your fortune begins with you. Say, my fortune begins with me. My fortune begins with me. Our point of power is always in the present moment. We know that, right? I mean, you know, you can think about what happened in the past, and you can learn from it, but we're learning in the now present moment, or you can set intentions for the future, but you're doing it now. So this is where the power lies, in the present. This is where we are free to make the choices that support or deny our desires. Conscious awareness is key. This is being aware of what we're thinking and feeling. Thoughts create feelings. Did you ever hear somebody say, a feeling just came over me? We've heard of people say that. I'm thinking like, no, it didn't, because thoughts create feelings. And even if they're unconscious thoughts, think about that. If you didn't really already know that, these feelings come. But if you look into it and stop and think about it, move inside and say, when did I feel this before? When did I have this type of experience? You know, and if you ask source, what do I need to know? I promise an answer comes. So, feelings are caused by beliefs, which are often unconscious beliefs. And according to Abraham Hicks, do we have any Abraham Hicks fans here? Abraham, asking it is given? Yeah. She says, a belief is just a thought we keep thinking, or it could be a lie or a truth that we keep hearing. We hear it enough, it starts to become true, even if it's not. So this idea is find better feeling thoughts, and they can and often do become manifestations. And I had an experience, it started about a year before the last election, and I was so invested in politics and knowing I had to know what's he doing now, what's happening now, and I was angry a lot. And I started to attract lots of things that I didn't want, lots of things. I don't even want to talk about it. But I realized, all of a sudden I realized, wait a minute. And I was saying, well, I'll just keep invested in it until the election. I couldn't wait. I had to shift. So that's what I did. I started watching dog podcasts. I started watching Rocky Kanaka, and he sits with dogs in the kennels, and he sits with the dogs that are frozen or shaking or just scared. And he's very gentle and loving with the dogs, and he brings them out of that and to make them more easily adoptable, because that's the idea of those places for dogs. Hold on. And that was really cool. I started watching those, and it just makes me so happy to watch. And I was never a dog person. Now I love every dog. And then I found Cesar Millan. You know him, the dog whisperer? And he's my guru. I mean, he's like, calm down. That's for the last 2 years, that's been my calm down. Calm and assertive, but calm. So anyway, I wanted to do a song that I'd written. I wrote it quite a while ago, 1 year for the fall equinox, and it's called Thoughts Become Things, and it goes like this. Summer into fall, winter into spring, listen to the call that thoughts become things, thoughts become things, I let my wishes ring, I'm awakening, the pendulum swings to thoughts becoming things, the blessings they can bring, aware that I'm aware, my thinking is a prayer, my thinking is a prayer, my thinking is a prayer. Thoughts become things. My wishes sing. I'm affirming now, God's declaring how each and every hour I tap into the power of universal law. It brings a state of awe. The magic of the mind is out of space and time, out of space and time, out of space and time. I'm opening. I'm awakening. Thoughts become things, the pleasures they can bring, the treasures of a king. I am one with everything. 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 Summer into fall, winter into spring, listen to the call that thoughts become things, 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 thoughts become things. Choose good ones. Okay, idea number 4. In the flow of God and a giving spirit. So, in the flow of God, a giving spirit. Let's try that. In the flow of God, a giving spirit. Quotation from Eric Butterworth. The goal should not to make money to acquire things, but to achieve the consciousness or the awareness through which the substance flows forth when and as you need it. I am in the flow. Okay. So, and he talks about electricity as an invisible current. It's like a force of nature. And so I have a haiku poem here. Electric current is invisible to us. We can't deny it. And money or affluence doesn't have to be in form. It's also an invisible force. And that's why it's called currency, like electricity, currency. More haiku. Handle currency with a joyous attitude to get in the flow. That works. I trust the allness of the infinite supply. Spirit is my source. Here in a nutshell, giving way to divine flow is in consciousness. It's not what we are giving to, it's what we are giving divinely from. And Eric Butterworth continues, this is him now. We can't outgive God. Money is God in action. It is a flow. And when the flow is blocked, something's got to give. Where's Frankie? Frankie, something's got to give. He says, just start giving. To give, begin the flow, begin the universal law of circulation. Just begin that. So we're going to do a song called Something's Got to Give if we truly want to live in a world where we all grow. Something's got to give if we truly want to live in a sacred, abundant flow. It's kind of like a Buddy Holly song I made. Anybody remember Buddy Holly? This group would. Hi, Frankie. Isn't she wonderful? I love her. Okay, here's your part. Something's got to give if we truly want to live in a sacred, abundant flow. Something's got to give if we truly want to live in a world where we all grow. This is the second part. Something's got to give if we truly want to live in a sacred, abundant flow. Let's try that. Something's got to give if we truly want to live in a world where we all grow. Something's got to give if we truly want to live in a sacred, abundant flow. Giving of itself is the universal start, creating the perfect setting. What I gotta give comes straight from my heart. It is love and light and blessings. Something's gotta give if we truly wanna live in a world where we all grow. Something's gotta give if we truly wanna live in a sacred, abundant flow. I release what no longer serves, creating a space for growing. Opening to grace gives me what I deserve from the place within my knowing. Something's gotta give if we truly wanna live in a world where we all grow. Something's gotta give if we truly wanna live in a sacred, abundant. One more time. Something's gotta give if we truly wanna live in a world where we all grow. Something's gotta give if we truly wanna live in a sacred, abundant flow. In a sacred, abundant flow. In an abundant flow. Idea number 5. Distinctions in tithing practice. Okay, can you say that? Distinctions in tithing. And according to Butterworth, there are distinctions around the concept of tithing, and it's not a bad idea. You know, if you're in that habit, it's a good thing to do, but the distinctions are here. If we give to get, it's not real giving. The history of the tithe, which translates to the word 10, is a giving of 10% of income, crops, or whatever is earned or accumulated. And it was a requirement. And some people guilty of not giving the full share were even put to death. So that's the history of tithing. And Jesus didn't really like it either, according to Eric Butterworth. So let's see. Oh, I think it's back here. Well, I'm going to do it. Maybe it's here. Okay. It says, page 180. All right, 180. Oh, yeah, and it even has my green paper clip. Okay, Jesus is never quoted in support of tithing. But it's a good idea to get into the practice of giving. Now, once I heard that tithing was originally a requirement, because I had wanted to up my monthly gift, and I just hadn't done it yet. Well, I upped it by 50%, and I didn't even notice anything because it just comes right out of the bank. It's just on automatic. Every month it comes out, and it's fine, and I love that I can do that. So, because Jesus never really was quoted about tithing, it says here, this is not to infer that Jesus condemned the practice of tithing, but it is to realize that he saw the keeping of the rigid code of tithing as a ritual, far less important than the weightier matters of consciousness or awareness. And it's important to note that he was very specific, Jesus was very specific in his teaching of the law of giving. We are drawing a definite distinction between the practice of tithing and the spontaneous process of giving. And giving doesn't have to be money. You can smile at somebody, or you can open the door. I learned how to open doors when I was living in the convent. I was sent there my freshman year, and I loved it. I bloomed, I blossomed, and I lived there with 75 nuns and 13 girls, young women, and we just always held the door. And I do it a lot now. I've always done a lot, and so now I'm holding the door, and people are like, I love holding doors. It's so much fun to be enthusiastic. So I have a song that kind of goes along with this tithing thing, right? And this just wanting to come from a giving place. How many people here buy lottery tickets? 1, 2, 3, a few of us. Okay. This is my practice. I spend $6 a week on lottery tickets. I get a double ticket for Wednesday for just the lotto, the 6 numbers, and a double ticket for Saturday. So it's $6 a week. And I often think about, if when we win, I want to do something really wonderful for our center. And that is like, well, what do we do first? Well, we'll help the center. And, we'll do this, we'll do that. And when I think about what I'm going to do when I win the lottery, it makes me feel good. It raises my vibrator, my frequency. I'm like, it's so fun. And then when you go to the lottery place, I always go to Publix. That's the only thing I buy at Publix, lottery tickets, unless I have to. But if you win, even if it's just another ticket, the machine goes, da, 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 da. And so I'm there like, come on, da, 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 da. And it makes people laugh, and it makes people have fun, and I don't care, what you think of me is none of my business. That is a spiritual principle, and it's fun. It brings joy. So, the kind of the punchline of this whole thing is, if I don't win, I get to give about $300 a year to education in Florida. And I think that's a really worthy and valid place to tithe. So here's the lottery ticket song. Every time I buy a lottery ticket, I am a winner. I am a winner. Every time I buy a lottery ticket, my heart's a glimmer. My heart's a glimmer. My vibration's risen, and it's given me such a feeling, a realization, transformation's healing. Oh yes, it's healing. Every time I buy a lottery ticket, I am a winner. I am a winner. Right? Every time I buy a lottery ticket, my heart's a glimmer. My heart's a glimmer. There you go. All right. All right, so the last idea is called green side up. Remember the green side up, Kathleen? Okay, so if you look at a dollar or any of the money, that's the head side, right? And it's green, But if you look at the back, see how much greener it is? I don't give a damn about a greenback dollar. Remember that song? And so Eric Butterworth says, when you hand somebody money, give it to them with the green side up, because all the money, all the paper money, and then I found out all the coins do too, they all say, in God we trust. And it's a reminder to bless the money and bless the person you're giving it to. And so when I first learned this, I went to the Circle K and I was getting a cup of coffee, and I was the only one in the store, and there was a woman, was taking the money. I go, I just learned this thing. And I explained it to her. And I said, so, and I bless the money and I bless the person I'm giving it to. And she goes like this, I really needed to hear that. And it just made me feel good. It was another thing, just a little tiny act of kindness. And so then I have the song, Green Side Up. And now I grew up in a nursery school, so I keep my songs simple because maybe it's a habit, but I want people to sing. So your part goes like this. Green side up when you put your money down. Let's try that part. Green side up when you come on, everybody participate. This is, we get to move. When you put your money down. Green side up when you pass it around. Green side up when you're paying for your stuff. Green side up, it says, in God we trust. Let's try that together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Green side up when you put your money down. Green side up when you pass it around. Green side up when you're paying for your stuff. Green side up, it says, in God we trust. All the paper money in America has a message for each one of us. All the paper money in America has the message, in God we trust. Green side up when you put your money down. Green side up when you pass it around. Green side up when you're paying for your stuff. Green side up, it says, in God we trust. All the paper money in America has a message for each one of us. All the paper money in America has the message, in God we trust. Green side up when you put your money down. Green side up when you pass it around. Green side up when you're paying for your stuff. Green side up, it says, in God we trust. There's a blessing to the person you hand the money to. There's a blessing that comes right back to you. All the paper money in America has a message for each one of us. All the paper money in America has the message, in God we trust. Green side up when you put your money down. Green side up when you pass it around. Green side up when you're paying for your stuff. Green side up, it says, in God we trust. Green side up, it says, in God we trust. All right, thank you, everybody. Okay, Bobby. Where's Bobby? We're going to have the offering now. Good timing.
One more time for Reverend Fairy Elaine Silver. Thank you so much. And in alignment with the message of abundance, this is our sacred time of giving. So everything that you share not only multiplies abundantly in your life, as we've heard, but also helps to serve the center, brings forth even a greater expansion as we move forward into seeking even a newer home that's even bigger so we can bring more love through the doors, just like yourself.
Yeah.
So this is our opportunity. There's many ways to do this. There's baskets that are going to be coming around, and make sure you put the green side up.
That's right. Even if it's a check.
And even for those online, there's many ways to give. I think if you go to our website, CSLCulturalcoast.org, as well as our newsletter, you'll see donate buttons. There's a number you can text. There's, I believe, Breeze, Carrier Pigeon. I think there's different ways, as well as even with your own bank, you can have regular payments that are made.
On bill pay. It just sends
Yeah.
it every month.
Just do it. Just make it happen. And so, again, we thank you for this, and we are going to have the offering song as the baskets come around, and we really, really appreciate your blessing. Thank you.
Thank you, Ron. Good job.
I receive the gift of life and pass it on. I receive the gift of love and pass it on. I receive the gift of joy and pass it on. I receive all good and pass it on. I receive the gift of life and pass it on. I receive the gift of love and pass it on. I receive the gift of joy and pass it on. I receive all good and pass it on.
And as we complete this process, just know with me that this money, this abundance, this goes forth to multiply, not only in your life, but in this center, that it really grows magnificently in so many ways. Blessing the self, blessing the center, blessing humanity in so many ways. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is.
All right, Lisa. Yay, Lisa.
Hi, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, Fairy Lane. How wonderful. No? Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. So we have lots of things happening as usual, which is really, really wonderful. New people, any new people that we have here today, please make sure that you talk to the greeters and you've gotten a free gift and get to know us a little bit, and love for you to stay and make sure you have coffee and conversation with us afterwards. Also signed up for the newsletter. If you haven't signed up for the newsletter, it keeps you posted on whatever is going on. Okay, so you can sign up at the table, you can sign up at CSLCulturalcoast.org on Facebook, but it really, really gives you that information per week. We only send out one email, so we don't bombard you with everything, but it's really, really important to do that. Our practitioner of the day is Ron. So please know, join him behind the screen. He will help you with whatever you need, a little bit of support with. It's a wonderful thing. Our ongoing thing are Wednesday nights. We have Spiritual Living Circle with Jim Grove, and that is at 7 p.m. via Zoom, a free event. You discuss one of the articles on the Science of Mind magazine. It's a wonderful, wonderful midweek pick-me-up. Friday nights, Reverend Diana. She has her heart, mind, and spirit recovery meetings. It's hybrid, in person, and on Zoom. And that's at 7 p.m. This Friday, on the 20th, we have the women's meditation, and of course, come and join us at Bangkok for dinner ahead of time. Gentlemen, you are welcome to come, please do. The women's meditation is a women's meditation, so that's okay. But please come and enjoy and join us. Sign up for that, because I need to know how many people to make a reservation for. We are moving to the Bayfront Room, which is actually this way, the last building. Okay, so with the parking lot. So that's where we're going to be there March 1st and everything. It faces the Van Way. So also on March 1st, we are going to have a lunch and learn for newcomers and new members, or just people who would like to get to know what we're all about, what we teach, what our philosophy is, and things like that, things that we have going on. So that's also going to be on March 1st at 12:45, okay? Now, today at 12:45, Jennifer Johnson and Diana Wyant, they will be going with the Peace Walk around the Bay. This is in tribute to the Monks National Walk for Peace, which is today.
And the dog, too.
And what?
The dog.
And the dog?
The dog.
Okay.
Peace dog.
And the peace dog, okay. The dog, okay. So please talk to Jennifer or Diana if you would like to participate in that and everything. It's a walk around here. Wonderful, wonderful thing. 12:45, 12:45. Let's see, we have, everything is at the tables. All the stuff that we have besides the newsletter and Facebook and everything like that. Please stay and have conversation and coffee and some refreshments with us so we can all have this wonderful and, join into this wonderful community that we do have together. And Elaine, please sing us out. Thanks so much.
One more song. It's called Shine, Shine On. Shine, shine on, shine, shine on. We are human spirits aligned to shine. We are human spirits aligned to shine. So shine, shine on, like this. Shine, shine on, shine, shine on. We are human spirits aligned to shine. So shine, shine on. Come on. Shine, shine on, shine, shine on. We are human spirits aligned to shine, so shine, shine on. We are made of light, shine on, like the sun so bright, shine on. We are made of love, shine on, like the moon up above, shine on. Come on. Shine, shine on, shine, shine on. We are human spirits aligned to shine, so shine, shine on. We are made of joy, shine on. Every girl and boy, shine on. Every living thing, shine on. Everyone, shine on, shine on. Shine, shine on. Shine, shine on. We are human spirits aligned to shine, so shine, shine on. We are the energy of community. We are the symphony of humanity. Shine, shine on, shine, shine on. We are human spirits aligned to shine, so shine, shine on. One more time. Oh, it feels so good to shine. Forgot the last verse. Let the neighborhood to shine on. Get America to shine on. Get the whole wide world to shine, shine on. Shine, shine on. Shine, shine on. We are human spirits aligned to shine, so shine, shine on. One more time. Shine, shine on. Shine, shine on. We are human spirits aligned to shine, so shine, shine on. We are human spirits aligned to shine, so shine, shine on. Shine, shine on. So it is. All right. Thank you. Don't forget to visit my table.